Today we're looking at Argarelle Barnes's 1917 mystery, In the Night.
Specifically, the very beginning, how Barnes sets the stage, introduces the characters, and of course that initial discovery, Sir Roger Pennington's death.
Right. And for you, our listener, the learner, we're aiming to unpack how it all gets started. Highlight those key moments and maybe some surprising facts without getting totally lost in every single detail.
We want you to see how the pieces are laid out. What questions does Barnes want us asking right from the get-go?
Okay, so let's dive in. Picture this world Barnes creates. It's a seemingly very quiet English village, the kind of place where you'd think nothing much ever happens.
But even early on, he sets up this interesting contrast. You've got two main places, the Rose and Crown Inn.
Which feels sort of like the village hub, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then you have Salting Towers, much grander, more isolated, imposing.
That contrast feels important. Like the inn is public, maybe where information spreads.
Or gossip.
Or gossip, yeah. And Salting Towers gets this long drive, feels secluded, maybe hides secrets.
It's great visual shorthand, isn't it? Public versus private, community versus isolation, themes being hinted at already.
And we first see this place through the eyes of Inspector Humblethorne. He's just arrived. He's at the Rose and Crown finishing his supper.
And he's looking out towards Salting Towers. He's thinking he's in for a nice, quiet holiday.
But there's this little hint, isn't there? Even in this seemingly lifeless spot, as Barnes calls it, you get the sense something might happen. It's like foreshadowing.
Definitely. And it's clever how Barnes uses Humblethorne's expectation of peace. Because we, the readers, kind of suspect that peace won't last long in a mystery novel.
Right, that dramatic irony.
And Humblethorne, even though he's trying to be off-duty, he's observant. He notices little things, like someone described as an unsociable sort of devil also staying at the inn.
That detail stood out to me too. It makes you wonder, is that just flavor text or is Barnes planting a seed?
Could be anything at this stage. A red herring. A future suspect. Makes you pay attention.
So Humblethorne's there taking things in, and then the focus shifts, doesn't it, over to Salting Towers.
Yeah, we get this scene. Seems quite ordinary at first. A tennis match.
Celia Pennington playing against Evelyn Temple.
And Celia's not doing too well. She's got a headache, seems a bit off her game, and Evelyn, who's more energetic, is winning easily.
It seems casual, but it's doing a lot of work, that scene. It introduces these key women.
And hints at maybe some underlying tensions or fragility within the household. Celia's headache, Evelyn's sort of solicitous concern. It suggests things aren't entirely smooth sailing at the towers.
Beneath the surface of this grand estate, yeah, unease.
Exactly.
And then Philip Castle walks into the picture, Sir Roger Pennington's secretary.
And he is not happy.
No, definitely not. He has this tense little chat with Evelyn.
And it comes out that he's really resentful towards Sir Roger, thinks he might get sacked.
Fired, yeah. And he brings up some past trouble involving Sir Roger's son, John. Calls it unpleasantness.
Which immediately sets up conflict, right? Motive. Philip clearly has grievances against Sir Roger, potential reasons to wish him ill.
Absolutely. Barnes is very efficient there, establishing motive almost straight away.
And that mention of John Pennington, it adds another layer. A history of trouble, maybe. More secrets within the family.
And Evelyn warns Philip, doesn't she? Don't speak ill of him in his own house. It really underlines the power dynamic.
Yeah, in the sense that you have to be careful what you say within those walls.
So you can feel this atmosphere building, these undercurrents of resentment, potential secrets.
It's simmering.
And just as we're getting a feel for all this, bam, the quiet is shattered.
Kimmins, the landlord from the Rose and Crown.
He bursts in on Humblethorne
with the news. Sir Roger Pennington, he's been found dead.
Terrible head wounds, Timmins says. Found on his own staircase at Salting Towers.
And instantly, everything changes. The quiet village, Humblethorne's holiday plans, all gone.
It's that sudden, violent disruption. The peace is broken.
And Humblethorne's holiday mode just vanishes. You can almost see the detective switch flicking on, even though he's trying to keep it low-key initially.
Yeah, his boredom is replaced by, well, the job. But the discovery of the body ignites the whole thing.
It's classic mystery structure. But Barnes does it really effectively. Sets the scene, introduces the players and their potential issues, and then the inciting incident, the murder.
Leaves us right alongside Humblethorne, doesn't it? Wondering what on earth happened in this supposedly sleepy place.
So just to recap what we've picked up in these opening stages.
Okay, yeah. We've got Inspector Humblethorne arriving for peace and quiet, gets a murder instead.
We've met some key Salting Towers residents. Celia Pennington seems fragile.
Hmm.
Evelyn Temple, observant, maybe knows more than she lets on.
And Philip Castle, the secretary, who's openly resentful of Sir Roger. Lots of potential motives floating around already.
Plus, that hint about past trouble with John Pennington,
And then the big event, Timmins announcing Sir Roger's death, found dead, head wounds, on the stairs.
which immediately throws up a bunch of questions, right?
For sure. Like, who is that unsociable sort of devil at the inn? Is he connected or just background noise?
What was really going on in that conversation between Philip and Evelyn? What's the full story with John Pennington?
And the big ones, obviously. How did Sir Roger die? Who found him first?
And there's a detail Humblethorne picks up on later, which is intriguing.
Eh.
Why was the body moved before the police got there?
Yes. That's a crucial point, too. Adds another layer of suspicion.
So many threads dangling already, just in the first few chapters.
It really hooks you in. So for you, the learner, as you think about this beginning, here's something to maybe mull over.
With all these characters already hinting at secrets, hidden feelings, resentments, and Humblethorne just starting his investigation.
What tiny detail might be the key? Something seemingly insignificant, maybe a look, a word someone used, a hesitation. Could that be the clue that eventually unravels the whole mystery of what happened in the night?
Yeah, keep an eye out for those little things. Sometimes the smallest detail Barnes includes early on turns out to be the most important later. What will it be this time?